Hi, this is Honeymoth Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing a pick-a-pile read. Today's question is going to be focusing on what spirit, the universe, God, whatever you refer to as a divine source, what they want you to know at this time. So obviously you guys can stay if you want to watch me shuffle the cards, or you can look at the timestamps in the description. What does Spirit want pile 1 to know? What does Spirit want pile 1 to know? Does Spirit want pile 1 to know? We'll get one more. What does Spirit want pile 1 to know? What does Spirit want pile 1 to know? Thank you. What does Spirit want pile 2 to know? What does Spirit want pile 2 to know? Thank you. I'll get an oracle card. What does Spirit want pile 2 to know? And lastly, pile 3. What does Spirit want pile 3 to know? What does Spirit want pile 3 to know? Two more for pile 3. You guys got 3 that came out. Can I get an oracle card for pile 3? An oracle card for pile 3. Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna arrange the piles just so they're a bit neater, and I'm also going to add crystals as well, so I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so as usual we have pile 1, 2 and 3, so you can pause the video and meditate on which card you feel resonates with you. But I am also going to add crystals. So for pile 1 we have Merlinite. For pile 2 we have New Jade, or some people refer it to as Serpentine. And then pile 3 we have Hematoid or Hematoid, not quite sure, Quartz. Hi pile 1, so you guys chose the Merlinite. Just pop that there. So Merlinite is really good for balancing your intuition. and your intellect, feminine and masculine. Basically like any kind of contrasting like yin and yang energies. What else? It's good for connecting to the spiritual world. It's good for psychic work. And it boosts creativity and your imagination. Pop her down here. Six of Cups, the Empress. Okay, right off the bat, this is quite like a feminine energy. You don't have to be a woman in order to relate to feminine energy. Let's just move the cards so you guys can see the full spread properly. So, Empress energy, you could be dealing with a Taurus. I'm getting like a really stable home life, where things are equally balanced. Like a very loving relationship or friendship. Where there's an equal amount of like give and take. I'm getting that this person like really brings out like this King of Pentacles really brings out the confidence in you. And I feel like you're a lot more comfortable within yourself than you were. But then with the Six of Swords, I'm getting that you're leaving something behind. So perhaps that could be tendencies in the past to not realise that you are the Empress, to not realise that you're confident, that you're empowered. And with the Eight of Wands, I'm getting that you're making a lot of wishes. I just want to clarify, just because the bottom row is is contrasting to the top row. Perhaps like you have like a super loving, stable connection, but then there's thoughts of leaving that behind for whatever reason. The number 6 could be really important to you at this time. You could be seeing a lot of sixes. Can you tell me a bit more about the Six of Swords, please? Just clarify the Six of Swords for me. Ace of Pentacles. I'm getting that perhaps if you are relating to the relationship storyline. Perhaps this was like a really stable connection in terms of like stability, having a home together, maybe you guys even work together. And I think perhaps you are thinking of ending this connection because recently there have been money issues with the Ace of Pentacles. Or there's like another thing that's recently cropped up that you guys need to spend more money on. Perhaps someone's like paying off some sort of debt or some sort of loan. Let me get the Page of Cups. Yeah, perhaps this extra thing that you're having to spend more money on is a child. I'm getting perhaps you've been like wishing to have a child for quite a long time, and maybe that is what the strain of the Six of Swords is. Maybe you guys were trying for quite a long time and you were kind of losing hope. But by the looks of this, you or whoever you're connecting with may be with child soon. Or another way of looking at this reading, the reason that you may be thinking of leaving this stable relationship is perhaps you caught them like sending texts to someone, and it's made you kind of realise that they're actually not really the King of Pentacles stable energy. They're actually the Page of Cups, which is quite a childish, immature energy. I'm just gonna have a look in the book for this card. Servant, administrator, mediator, justice, law, organised, trustworthy, loyal. Yeah, you could possibly, if you guys are married or you guys have like assets or like a house together, you may be seeking out the advice of a lawyer in order to get like your fair share. It also mentions about loyalty to authority, which could be this King of Cups energy. Like maybe this person was quite controlling. And it also mentions about blind loyalty makes one blind. So I think some sort of information has either came out or will come out soon, that this King of Pentacles isn't who you thought they were. Alright, so I just want to look at this reading in another way, because I know that not everyone's going to resonate with the relationship side of the story. So I'm getting like a really fulfilling project or job, whether you're in that now or you will be in that in the next coming months. And I think whatever energy, time, resources that you put into this are going to be returned back to you. Like, it's not going to be a waste of time or energy. And I think with the Empress card, I think it's going to make you feel really abundant in terms of like physical money with the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. But it's also going to make you feel really abundant within. That you're going to attract a lot of good things towards you just because you're in that positive mindset. I'm just thinking with the King of Pentacles or the Empress, you could be owning your own business, and therefore the Six of Swords could be perhaps you leaving behind corporate life. The Eight of Wands could be perhaps you networking with people. Perhaps you kind of like promote your business through like friends of family, you know, like word of mouth, and then that kind of like spreads. Or perhaps you've created like some sort of social media account where you're able to promote your services. And then with this card, I think this is you coming into your own authority, not having to answer to anyone, because I think you're going to become your own boss. And I think whatever project or business venture this is going to be like, because of all the Pentacles energy, it's going to be like a really stable business. It's going to have like a lot of longevity. It's going to last like a long time. And also the fact that she has like acorns as well, and acorns obviously like grow on oak trees, but oak trees are a symbol of longevity, a symbol of strength. They're often around for like hundreds of years, right? They're around for like a long time. Now that I've said that, you could also be like passing something down to your child, like some sort of money that you saved up, or like a family business that you're now retiring from and you're passing it down to your child. Alright, pile 1. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi, pile 2. So you guys chose the New Jade, or as others call it, Serpentine. New Jade's really good for healing. It aids with depression, helps restore emotional balance, and then it also attracts love and money. So some sort of epiphany or realization that you'll be having soon. Put that down there. Definitely some sort of ending that's coming your way. Okay, so with the Ten of Swords, I'm seeing like a super painful ending. But the good thing about the Ten of Swords is that it can't possibly get any worse. Like, that's... you might have recently, like, reached rock bottom, but I think with the Magician, you're definitely going to bounce back with that. We've got the Ten of Wands as well, which is holding on to burdens. Usually burdens that aren't even yours to carry. And I think with the Magician, you may have recently been to counselling, or maybe you've recently been doing a lot of shadow work, and I think you've decided to drop a lot of those burdens, because we've got the King of Wands and the King of Cups. So I think you're feeling a lot more confident at this time with the King of Wands. Or you could be dealing with a Leo, just because there's quite a lot of lions in this card. And then we've got the King of Cups as well, which is emotional stability. So we've got fire and water, which creates steam. So I'd say there's a lot of passion. I think perhaps you've transmuted this this pain and these burdens into something that you're super passionate about. But I think you're feeling really empowered at this time. And I think with this energy, I think you're realizing just how powerful you are. Because with the Magician energy, that's the ability to kind of turn thoughts and energy into physical, tangible things. So I'm also getting as well different storyline. You could have two possible suitors. Two masculine energies in your life that are kind of I don't want to say competing for you, but perhaps you're not in a relationship stage, but perhaps you're kind of testing the waters and dating a couple of people, and there's two people that you're not kind of sure of, and maybe it's got you feeling really torn. But I would just say with the Magician energy, just to be aware that you or other people involved aren't being a bit manipulative in some way. So I'm just going to clarify. I just want to clarify the King of Wands. And we got these Five of Swords and the Six of Wands. Yeah, I mean, I just said that perhaps these two people aren't competing for you, but maybe with the Five of Swords they are, because that is literally the card of conflict. And then with the Six of Wands, someone will be victorious in that. The thing that I want to mention, you could be perhaps dealing with someone that's a little bit egotistical. They might be a bit arrogant. So just be wary of the differences between being confident and being arrogant. I'm also, just like another way of looking at the reading, you could perhaps be like surrounded by a lot of people that drain your energy with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. And I think perhaps with the King of Wands, maybe you've like stood up to them, set some sort of boundaries just for your own peace of mind, which good for you, because you know we can't, even though I'm going to assume that you're a spiritual person if you're watching a tarot reading, even though we are like spiritual people and you know we often lead with kindness, it is really important to set boundaries with people. And I think perhaps you've set these boundaries and they're not a fan, we'll put it that way. And I think perhaps it's caused some sort of conflict. But I think with the Six of Wands, you'll be victorious in this, whether it means that this person will no longer be in your life. But I think this is you putting yourself first, which we have to, right? Because we're all that we've got. So it's too many, but I will take this one. So we got the Ten of Cups. Yeah, this could be like a controlling family member that you're setting boundaries with. I'm getting perhaps that the King of Wands and the King of Cups could be brothers. Can you tell me a bit more about the Ten of Cups? Page of Cups. Yeah, I'm getting there could be like some sort of argument over how you or somebody is raising their child. Or perhaps, because of the King of Cups and the Page of Cups, this person could be like super emotionally stable, but they also could be like quite immature. Yeah, I am getting like some sort of conflict within the family. Over a child or over like the structure. Perhaps like you or someone that you know is like engaged to be married and people aren't necessarily happy with you marrying like a certain person. But like I said, with the Six of Wands, you have to put yourself first. And just feel this card. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there needs to be like some sort of balance that's implemented. Perhaps the King of Wands and the King of Cups are a couple that have recently, maybe they've recently separated, and one partner has like full custody over the child, but the other partner still wants to have contact with their child. So with the Six of Pentacles, I think there needs to be some sort of balance there, like perhaps they see them on weekends or something. Alright, Pile 2, so this was like quite an intense reading in terms of like the initial energy. But I do think that through this conflict that may possibly occur, you will be victorious in this, because it is going to cause like a lot of balance and a lot of harmony between you and the other people involved. Alright, Pile 2, thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, Pile 3, so you guys chose the Hematoid Quartz. It's really good for grounding, helping you to feel balanced when scattered. It's good for self-esteem, self-worth, confidence, as well as courage and vitality. Let's put this down here. I think you're feeling like really empowered at this time. Perhaps in a group. Perhaps you found like a group of people that really like resonate with you and really get you. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Libra. So perhaps you've joined this creative artistic group. Perhaps this is like a hobby that you've started, but you're really passionate about it. And you're interacting with like-minded people. Perhaps you're using this activity and this like social exchange as some sort of like way of combating mental health struggles. Which, to be fair, would make sense, because I think a lot of I experience like mental health struggles myself, and I think there's like often a tendency to self-isolate when all that we want is to connect with people and feel like part of a group. So I think this is really empowering for you. With the Ace of Swords, this could be a poetry group that you've joined. Or perhaps this is like a group therapy session, or like an AA meeting, that kind of thing, coming together with like-minded individuals that have gone through like similar experiences for you, and you're able to really like speak your own truth. But I think with the Self card, perhaps there's been a tendency to put other people before you. And I think now you're putting yourself first. Which is good for you, because you've got to fill your own cup first before you fill anybody else's. Alright, so I'm going to clarify the Knight of Cups. To be fair, the Knight of Cups could be just another representation of this group activity being like emotionally healing for you. Or it could be like a dance class. Something where there's like fluid movement with your body. Possibly yoga. You clarify the Knight of Cups for me, please. Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands. You yourself, or you could be hanging around with people that are a bit younger than you, or like the energy is younger and fresher. I'm just getting like these people really want to progress in terms of like emotional stability. Like they want to become more in touch with their emotions, more in touch with their self-empowerment with the Knight of Wands. You may have to travel to seek out this group. Yeah, 3 of Cups again. Definitely some sort of group retreat that you're going on. This could just be you spending more time with your friends. Can I get a bit more on the Justice card? Just because I'm not quite sure. Perhaps with the Justice card, maybe you're having to seek out balance between feeling empowered when you're with these people, and then feeling empowered when you're on your own. Just because I'm getting that feeling of like when you've had like a really nice evening with like a group of friends or family, and then the night kind of goes on, and then one by one people start to leave, and then there's kind of that that kind of anxiety that crops up with being on your own. Tell me a bit more about the Justice card. Yeah, there's the Ace of Swords again. and the Eight of Cups. I think perhaps this is you leaving behind the mindset that you need people around you to be happy. And that you can be your authentic self in front of that group of people, but you can also be your authentic self by yourself. And I think that's going to be really empowering for you. Let me just read a bit more on the Self card. I mean, I think in regards to this reading, this is going to be you just feeling more confident within yourself, prioritizing yourself as well. Let me find it in the book. Self-realization, self-manifestation, center, peace, acceptance. It also mentions about feeling the need to fit in. And I think that's just like a very human thing to do, right? To feel the want to feel included, right? And I think this group is like super empowering for you. However, I just want to just make sure that you're being like your authentic self, and then you're not like changing yourself to fit in. Because ultimately, like, being your authentic self is gonna in turn attract people that are also like-minded. Alright, pile 3. So I would strongly advise that you keep being yourself. This is like a really positive reading filled with a lot of authentic energy, filled with a lot of like-minded connection. Dropping things that no longer serve you, and then kind of replacing that with this new like vitality and confidence within your sense of self. Alright, pile 3. Thanks for watching. Bye.